Hey, I'm Andrew.
And I'm Andrew.
And these are extraordinary times. He's the me from the cool universe. And we're back. Like I said before, Jeremy's not here this week. He's in Vegas. Darn him. But we have, the me from another universe, so everything's good. All right, first story of the day. Throwback as we usually do. Check out previous episodes if you don't know what we're talking about here. To the woman who faked cancer to get the perfect wedding. New updates come out that she's actually probably not going to be serving any prison time. Now, she will be paying more than $13,000 to her victims of this con. But really, to me, this just kind of seems like, for lack of a better term, a cop-out. I mean, she completely, has conned these people out of their money and out of their time and, made them worry for her. And all she gets is a fine. Anyway, whatever.
Speaking of cop-outs,
oh jeez, yeah.
The feds are finally making the first arrest on in the BP
Oil spill thing?
Oil spill.
Yeah.
Yeah, from a few years ago.
Jeez.
Apparently, and it's not even really related to the oil spill. It's related, a BP engineer deleted text messages during the time of the spill, which reportedly report more oil was leaking than BP was reporting to the public.
Really not that surprising to me that this comes out, but still 2 years after, was it 2.5 years, something like that? Ridiculous amount of time for the first arrest to be made in this. BP is just corrupt company.
2 years exactly.
2 years exactly. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, April 2010. Look at that. Crazy stuff. So justice goes forward, I guess, and hopefully this will lead to more arrests. It's getting like what, obstruction of justice?
Yes, simply 2 counts of obstruction of justice, which is technically a misdemeanor in most states. So, yeah.
Maybe it'll be a misdemeanor felony. I don't know.
Weak sauce once again.
Very much. All right, just going to cover this one real quick. Got a couple articles linked to if you want more details. But Newt Gingrich, one of the runners to be the Republican nominee coming up this election year, is set to drop out next week. He met with Mitt Romney, said, yeah, you won all 6 primaries that were on Tuesday. And my campaign's been kind of going down for a bit, so here you go. Meanwhile, Mitt Romney is turning around and getting ready to start his attacks on President Obama and what he's done so far and start building himself up. Because, he doesn't care about Ron Paul along with, most of the United States. Sorry, Ron Paul haters, but there is no way he's going to get the nomination. Anyway, speaking of something completely out of this world. Oh, wait, sorry.
Yes. There are mysterious objects punching holes in Saturn's F ring. WTF. It has scientists wondering. WTF is with Saturn's F ring. As many puns as you can make out of this.
No, the F ring is just the outermost ring of Saturn, and it's weird.
Carl Murray actually Cassini imaging team member actually quotes, "I think the F ring is Saturn's weirdest ring." So it could baffle scientists, and we're not sure if that name is intentional, but apparently objects are punching holes in it and creating interesting images, which you should check out. They'll be linked to down below.
In the description there.
Just a couple stories down.
What the F ring? All right, so hopefully more on that later. We'll keep you updated. All right, so speaking of science, love science. Okay, some researchers have come out and they think they may have actually figured out why some people can't tell their right from their left. Yeah. I sometimes have this problem. I know other people that have this problem more than others.
This doesn't work too well on screen.
It really doesn't, especially, we're mirrored here, so it boggles the mind. But, with some people, he says, take a left, and, they go to the right. No, your other left! Turns out there's actually an explanation for all this. They researched into perfectly mentally healthy people and figured out, why they couldn't tell the difference between left and right. Sometimes it turns out it has to do with spatial reasoning, which it turns out is the same reason why women have this problem more than men. Women tend to have spatial reasoning problems more than us guys do. So, guys, let your woman off the hook. If you ever tell her to take a right, she takes a left. It's not something her brain is really wired to do too well.
If any of you are listening, he said it, not me.
All right. Teens today.
Oh, yes. Speaking of brains not working right, we have apparently a common trend among teenagers, or an emerging trend, is that since parents are becoming more aware of keeping their alcohol away from teenagers, and it's getting harder for teenagers to buy alcohol themselves, they're turning to hand sanitizer to get drunk.
Oh.
Hand sanitizer. Stuff that makes your hands clean.
Jeez.
They can apparently, more details again in the link below, but we don't recommend doing this.
I don't even want to cover any of the details here, just in case anybody I know gets any ideas.
Don't do it.
This is dangerous. People have been getting hospitalized because of this. And have you ever accidentally licked your hands after you sanitize your hands and got some food on your hands?
At least 6 people have already ended up in hospital for this by distilling the alcohol out of this hand sanitizer. Don't do it. You'll end up in the hospital too, one way or the other.
So, all right. Speaking of WTF.
Even more.
This is a crazy day today. This is okay. So down in South Africa, which is a country, mind you, for all you people who don't know your geography, there's an airline that is promoting a new discount that if you bring 4 wives with you on your trip, then the 4th wife ticket will be free. Yes, you heard that right. So bring 4 of your wives or more, and the 4th wife doesn't have to pay.
Please note this is only for the Joburg to Cape Town route.
So yeah, they're going to be a little bit more, restricted on that. This is also the same company that, as a marketing campaign, painted on the outside all inside schematics, I guess, of the plane, including fuel cell location and black box locations. So I kind of wonder if they have it all up there, but it seems to be working rather well. They evidently had enough people with multiple wives doing that flight that they said, hey, here's a discount. World's gone nuts. And last story of the day.
Speaking of nuts, how would you like this kink? You're just strolling down the street to rob a little old grandma, and would you pull your gun on her? Tell her to put her hands in the air and give her money, open the door, and she pulls hers out and starts firing? Put a damper in anybody's day. Especially when you lose.
Oh, this grandma's awesome.
Yeah, Granny got in Macon, Georgia.
Go Macon.
Yeah. Grandmas are awesome, apparently, in bacon.
Don't mess with them.
Might have something to do with it rhyming with bacon, but I'm not sure.
Anyway, it looks like she had just dropped off her grandchild. She runs a couple of, I think it's gas stations, corner stores, something like that. So she keeps a gun on her. And when the guy told her to stick him up, open the window, she's like, "You're gonna kill me anyway, so no." Boom. Oh, crazy stuff. So go on. Does it have her name? I hope it has her name. Campbell is her last name, I'm seeing. Lulu Campbell. That's right. Lulu Campbell. Good on ya. Anyway, thanks you for watching Extraordinary Times. Once again, Jeremy will be back Monday, though he may be asleep. I'm AJ.
I'm Andrew.
And these are Extraordinary Times. Like, subscribe up there, favorite if you really like it. Thanks to Pseudonym and Tyler Clark for the music, and DeathGoddessRuth for the intro artsy stuff that's awesome. And last but not least, be aware.
This is what a real hat looks like. Yo!